little update on the firewall. We are a little late on everything, but pretty much what we did was take off every freaking spot weld that there is on the car. So this is the Type R firewall that initially was like 1/3 of the car. So this is the whole firewall right here of the Type R firewall. Now what we're gonna do is take off the Type S firewall, which is this one, and install that one to make this car right-hand drive. So what we're doing now is taking off all the little sound deadening that's around the car. As you can see right there, all of that is coming off. So we took all of that off, and what we're gonna do is cut this part of the firewall off around the frame and then take off any excess metal. So the way that this is gonna work is down here it screws onto the actual frame of the car, also up here, and then so on all the way around, and then that's the bottom where it tap welds to the frame also. So this all had to come out nice and neat, you know, because we need this firewall. But this one, in this case, we're just gonna cut it off, and whatever excess metal is left, we're gonna take off by spot welds and then install this firewall in there. Also, a little update. This is the motor the Type S had a stock motor. We did a couple things to the head, put a RBC on it, put cams, and it's ready to go in. So what we're doing is still, once again, taking off spot welds, but what we did now, we have half of the firewall almost out. So this part right here got taken off because that's part of the firewall. So all this gets taken out, which there's 1, 2 right here by the windshield, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so on. Once we get down here, we'll get more specific on what we're doing, but if you want to come over here and see on this side, that side is just about ready. We took everything out on that side. We need to keep going down there. Once all that is out, then we'll be able to slide in the other firewall just like that. So you see this firewall is ready to go in just the way it is. It gets slid right in to there. The frame is actually ready to go on this side. We're just taking off the little excess metal that's left right here. You see this to the ground and all that has to come off. got the firewall in. We had a little bit of a hassle getting it in because of these corners here on the firewall were actually like really sticking out, and this is obviously the opposite. It was sticking out a lot, that's the point, but we were able to fit it in there. And after that, we got a couple tap-on screws going everywhere. So as you can see, the frame lined up, everything lined up pretty good. That's the right-hand drive firewall in already. So far as the ground, all we have to do is weld right there among that line all the way down there. And then all the little taps that we did, we're gonna grind them and weld them obviously. But that's how the firewall is looking right now. We're gonna test fit the dashboard, and after that we're gonna start the welding. Looking good. Doing right now is finishing up the little welding. As you can tell, we welded all through there. Just, can you give me a minute? He's welding over there in that corner right now, that wheel well. We finished welding this side. All the little taps that we took out are getting welded back in. Right now I'm making the holes for the dashboard also, because they're on this side now. The RSX have holes on the side for you to mount the dashboard. The three right here, let me show you on the other side. So when this car was left-hand drive, obviously it's not no more. The three holes for the dashboard are right here. 1, 2, 3. So now we have to make those holes on that side.